Hello and welcome to this year's launch. Thank you for joining us today. We have lots of exciting news to share and we can't wait to show you. Before we jump into the new though, let's start by taking a quick look at the last 12 months. Last year, we introduced a wide variety of improvements to features you use and depend on most. With save-as-you-go contacts, job diary filter and history, recurring jobs improvements, invoicing page improvements, plus new features like room scan, bundles, and more. If you didn't get a chance to see it last year, it's really worth a look. Then, earlier this year, we rolled out Passkey, which makes logging in and using two-step authentication fast and easy. You don't need to wait for an SMS code. You get this pop-up, confirm, and you're in. We also launched Tap to Pay on iPhone, allowing you to accept in-person contactless payments right on your iPhone. From physical debit and credit cards to Apple Pay and other digital wallets. No extra terminals or hardware needed. It's fast, easy, and offers a great customer experience. So, what do we have to talk about today? Our goal for this launch was to make ServiceM8 more helpful than ever. We wanted ServiceM8 to do even more for you, your team, and your business. Today, we step closer to our vision that the only thing you should have to do is what you're paid to do. So, I'm very excited to introduce ServiceM8 12.
Anything else I can assist with today?
ServiceM8 12 is a milestone in our continuous improvement and innovation. We've come a long way from when we first launched ServiceM8 to now. Constantly pushing forward is a part of our DNA to keep your business ahead. Today, ServiceM8 becomes even more helpful than ever. Like a smart assistant in tune with your business, helping you save time, win work, get jobs done, provide amazing service, and get paid. We're extremely excited to share what we have with you, from practical upgrades and core features you love to all new ways of solving old problems. Let's kick things off with a range of improvements driven by your feedback to make your workday easier. Your inbox in ServiceM8 is a central location for work coming into your business. Online bookings, work orders, voicemails, recurring job reminders, asset reports, and more. It helps make sure you don't miss opportunities and you stay in control. This year, we've improved the inbox, making it faster to use and easier to manage larger volumes of messages. Firstly, it has a slightly larger window with an improved layout and design. Icons help you quickly identify each type of message, making it easier to find what you're looking for. Attaching messages to existing jobs is also faster with its own dedicated button. If you use ServiceM8 Phone, there's now a call button to quickly call customers. A new trash tab retains all the messages you've deleted or those detected as spam for 7 days, allowing you to recover any messages that were mistakenly removed. It also meant that we could get rid of this confirmation message for every message you deleted. Plus, if you need to delete or snooze multiple messages at once, you can now select several messages and action all of them. If you're using several ServiceM8 features, you'll end up with a variety of different messages in your inbox: reminders, forms, assets, voicemails, supplier invoices, etc. To help manage this, we're introducing filters. This allows you to filter the inbox according to a specific type of message, helping you focus on a particular category. On top of that, we're introducing search so you can use a client's name or other keywords to quickly narrow the results to find what you're after. If you read a message you believe needs someone else's attention, you can now mention them in the messages diary to send them a notification, which they can then click to view that message. When you email or text a customer from the inbox, we've improved the notification you get when they reply. You can now click on this notification to view the message. In the app, the inbox was pretty basic and didn't support all the features the online version did. With this release, it's being updated to align with the online inbox. You can now access all the views such as replied, snoozed, and the new trash view. You can also filter to different message types, search for specific messages, and we've added the ability to quickly action messages. Swipe right to convert a message to a job, and swipe left to remove a message. We've also updated the main message view. Previously, it looked like this, and now it's much easier to read and offers all the same actions as the online version. Email, SMS, call, snooze, attach to existing job, and convert to job. Plus, you can add notes and mention team members. Finally, we've made it easier to see when you have unactioned messages in your inbox, with a notification number on the More tab, and on the inbox button itself, so you can quickly tell if something needs your attention. Last year, we introduced bundles, a new way to streamline and systemize your pricing, quoting, and invoicing. With the bundles add-on, you can save several individual items into a preset bundle with a fixed price and a single, plain English description for clients to see on your quotes and invoices. This keeps your pricing systematic while guiding clients to focus on value and outcomes. But when creating bundles for your various services, many can be quite similar, with only slight differences. So the most requested feature for improving bundles was the ability to copy them. Now, when creating your bundle, if you need to create a similar one with minor changes, you can just click Make a Copy, make those edits, and save. Additionally, you can do this from a job, allowing you to quickly copy and create bundles as you're building out a quote or invoice. This same functionality is available in the app, so you can do this on site too. ServiceM8 Phone is a powerful solution for working remotely, taking how you manage phone calls to the next level. First, we've addressed call quality in the field when you have poor coverage. ServiceM8 Phone operates on the data network, and when you're in areas with lower coverage, the call quality can be affected. To tackle this issue, we're introducing a new feature, Cell Network Fallback. Now, when you're in a low coverage area, you can switch ServiceM8 Phone to use the cell network instead of the internet. This allows you to manage the call experience with your customers while still enabling you to use features like call recording and call routing. Phone calls are a big part of your dealings with clients, which is why ServiceM8 Phone includes the ability to record calls and automatically transcribe them with an automatic summary, saving this important information as a part of each job's history. This year, we've improved transcription quality further and enhanced the call summary by investing in new technology. But we've taken it a step further. Now, after you finish a call, in addition to the call summary, you'll receive a summary of key information from the call. Things like customer name, phone number, email address, and even specific times discussed during the call. So when you're on the phone with a customer, you can ask them for all their details without having to type or write anything down. After the call, ServiceM8 will automatically extract the information for you, allowing you to copy any details you need. Next up, let's talk about taking card payments in the app or online. A common request we've had is the ability to pass on payment processing fees to customers. Our goal has always been to help you get paid as soon as possible, while giving your customers a great experience with your business. Adding a processing fee creates friction and annoyance. It can affect how the customer feels about your business, delay payment, and create more admin work. Having said that, for some clients and higher value jobs, the experience and fees are less likely to affect how they pay. For example, if you're invoicing a large business who always pays suppliers with a corporate credit card, having them pay the processing fee is unlikely to cause an issue. So, we're happy to announce that you can now choose to add processing fees when your customers pay by card in the app or online. You can set it to always add the fee, or you can set a fee-free threshold, with invoices below this amount not having the surcharge applied. So customers paying smaller invoices are not disincentivized from using efficient payment method. As a quick example, say you have your fee-free threshold set to $1,000. A customer paying this $300 invoice will not have the fee applied. But this $1,200 invoice, the fee is automatically added during the payment process. And it works the same when you're taking payment in person on the app. When the customer pays this, ServiceM8 will automatically add a surcharge line to your job for the correct amount. But what happens if you send the invoice to your accounting software and then the customer pays by card online? The fees added at the time of payment will cause a mismatch between the invoice you approved to your accounting software and what the client actually paid. So we're introducing an enhancement to our accounting package integrations to keep everything in sync automatically. Now, when you make changes which affect the total amount of an invoice in ServiceM8, it will automatically update your accounting package with the changes. So in the case of the client paying an invoice with a processing surcharge, the surcharge will sync over seamlessly. This works for other scenarios too. For example, when some materials get accidentally left off an invoice, you simply add the items in ServiceM8 and that's it. They'll sync and update the invoice in your accounting system. Okay, next, let's cover a range of improvements to the ServiceM8 app. First, we're excited to introduce support for live activities. Now, when you're checked into a job and lock your phone, you'll see the job you're checked into and how long you've been checked in. Tapping on it will take you straight back to the job in ServiceM8. If your device has a dynamic island, you can even view this information while using other apps, allowing you to jump back to the job card from practically anywhere. Next, we've made a simple improvement to help manage the work requirements on larger jobs. You can now create multiple named checklists. For instance, you could divide work by room, by stages, or by staff member. Creating multiple checklists is easy. Simply type your checklist as usual, then add a title to each one with a colon on the end. These will automatically be divided into multiple lists with the names you've entered. A few years ago, we launched the Knowledge add-on as a tool for capturing your know-how, tips, and procedures as videos and articles, helping everyone in your business perform at the level of your top staff. This year, we've improved how knowledge articles automatically match to jobs, ensuring that these articles surface more frequently on relevant jobs. Photos and videos can be key to a job's success, and one of the best ways to document the work you've done, saved forever with the job's history. This is why taking photos and videos in ServiceM8 is one of the app's most used features, with over 300,000 being captured every day. This year, we've made several improvements to video capturing. We've improved it so the start and stop sounds won't end up in your recording. We've improved the visibility of recording time, including a visual warning when recording is about to run out. And we've increased the maximum video recording length from 30 seconds to 2 minutes, allowing you to capture more job details in a single video. Now, recording videos is awesome, but if you're talking through a job requirements or the work you've done, someone needs to go back and watch the whole thing and translate that information. So today, we're rapt to be introducing video transcripts. With ServiceM8 12, every video you record is automatically transcribed, converting what you say in the video to neatly formatted text. It'll even remove filler words like ums and ahs to keep it easy to read. With the new 2-minute recording length and automatic transcription, taking a video is now the easiest way to add rich details to a job. Simply walk around the site explaining what needs to be done, all the work completed, and you can show, tell, and write all at the same time. If a client sends you a document that needs to be filled in, signed off, or annotated, it can be a hassle to get it done. Today, we're introducing a way for you to fill in PDFs directly within ServiceM8. Simply open the PDF, and you can now fill in text sections and sign it directly, whether it's a PDF a customer has sent you, one that you've attached, or one that you've scanned into ServiceM8 yourself. If it's a set of plans or a diagram, you can also draw, add shapes, and highlight text. This feature is ideal for managing random or unique PDFs that come through your business. Last year, we introduced Room Scan, a whole new way to capture and store measurements of a room as an interactive 3D model. You can get instant measurements of objects, walls, and floor area. But what if you need to find the distance between a window and a corner? Or you want to add some details to where something might need to go? Introducing Room Scan Markup. With Markup, you can add details to your room scan and get more out of it. This feature makes it easy to communicate details with staff and take measurements after you've left. For example, you can use the X symbol to mark specific locations, such as where to install, find, or avoid something. The same goes for the rectangle tool, letting you explain the orientation and size, or check if something will fit. Finally, you can use the line tool not just to draw lines, but to retrospectively measure distances from object to object, wall to object, or anything in between. And for countries like the United States, we've added support for imperial units, so you can measure in feet and inches. Once you've made your markups, RoomScan now generates a top-down floor plan. This provides a simple plan of where everything is, serving as a quick resource for your staff. You can even share it with your clients via email, attach it along with their quote, or insert it into your forms. Next up, let's talk about automation and some great improvements which shortcut or completely automate tasks to help you save time and generate value. Starting with online inquiries. Having a contact form on your website or socials is great for giving clients an easy way to get in touch with your business, day or night. The simple online inquiry add-on gives you an instant contact page with inquiries coming straight into your ServiceM8 inbox. But customers don't always provide enough information, leading to phone calls or back and forth messaging. To help minimize this back and forth, we're introducing automatic follow-up questions. Say a customer submits an inquiry to a cleaning business but only bothers to write the words "bond clean" in the message. Their inquiry arrives in your account instantly like normal. But back with the customer, ServiceM8 analyzes their inquiry and asks follow-up questions to clarify and get more information. In this case, it's clarifying the size of the house, confirming if there are any specific requirements, and asking for booking preferences. Or, in an electrical business, if the customer asked about some new sockets and lights, ServiceM8 confirms the number of sockets and lights they need, any special requirements, and when they'd like the job done. These additional questions are optional, so the customer can choose to just close the page. If the customer answers them, the additional questions are added to the inbox message, or if it's already been converted, as a job note, to help you save time and provide faster turnarounds. Next, if you get a lot of work for clients like property managers and letting agents, they'll often send the work through as a PDF work order. This is why we built the work order scanning feature into ServiceM8's inbox. So instead of you needing to manually copy or transcribe all the details from the PDF into the job card, as soon as the work order arrives in your inbox, ServiceM8 scans that PDF, extracts the key job and contact details, then automatically fills the job card. We're constantly looking to improve this feature, and this year we've improved its accuracy further and added support for more work order template types. If you're not using work order scanning, give it a try to automate and streamline the job creation process. To get started, activate the Inbox add-on and set your work orders to automatically forward to your inbox email address. That's it. Scheduling jobs is a constant, repetitive task that's key to your productivity and efficiency, but requires knowledge and experience and consideration of your client's preferences to schedule jobs to the right team members at the right time for the right duration. ServiceM8's booking suggestion feature suggests times when your staff are free and times that work well for your business, like when there's another job nearby to cut down travel time. With ServiceM8 12, we've made booking suggestions smarter to give even more precise timing and staff suggestions. Now, ServiceM8 will examine past jobs to identify which staff member usually handles this type of job. We then check the diary for any information on the customer's availability or if there's a time that's already been agreed on via email or phone. Next, we compare available times with what's most efficient in your business and choose the ideal time and staff member to fit this criteria. Once we've gathered all this information, ServiceM8 displays the option here. If you're unsure why a particular time was suggested, you can hover over the option and we'll provide an explanation. Another constant task requiring focus and experience is adding items to jobs when quoting and invoicing. Now, job templates and the services add-on are great for automatically adding items to the job, but you can't create a template for every type of job or jobs where you don't know what you'll charge till the work's done. In these scenarios, ServiceM8's material suggestions aim to reduce the time spent thinking and searching for items to add. This year, we've made its suggestions even smarter. ServiceM8 now takes the job details you've entered into consideration and will suggest materials that are likely to be used for that kind of job. It only suggests items you haven't added already, and when you use a suggestion, it removes itself from the list. So you can even use it as a quick checklist for items you might have missed. When buying materials for specific jobs, it's important to always charge for these materials. But keeping track of these costs and making sure you pass them on takes time and headspace. That's why we built the Supplier Invoice Import add-on, which receives your supplier invoices into ServiceM8, automatically attaches themselves to the correct job, and then lets you add the total cost to the invoice. All you need to do is give the supplier a unique email address, and then your staff just need to quote the job number when buying materials. With ServiceM8 12, we're upgrading the supplier invoice importing's accuracy and the number of suppliers it supports. Also, in addition to the total cost, you can now choose to add each line item to the job. If you use bundles, you can add the supplier invoice to the job as a bundle. In this example from Reese, we click Apply Bundle to Job, which adds the Reese invoice as a bundle, with a single description for the client while keeping the underlying items for your reference. Try supplier invoice importing to save time and improve consistency in charging for your materials. Next up in our enhancements to automate tasks is, of course, some improvements to the automation add-on, which lets you schedule automatic communications to your clients. It's a hugely popular feature for saving time, winning work, and providing great customer experiences. The first update is to the quote follow-up automation. Following up on your quotes is critical. After all the effort that goes into creating a quote, it's essential to ensure the customer sees it and that you remain top of mind. Previously, follow-ups were limited to 1 SMS and 1 email. Now, you can send up to 5 follow-ups for a quote. You can also choose whether to send an SMS, an email, or both for each follow-up. This added flexibility lets you set up an ideal follow-up schedule. For example, you could create a 5-step follow-up sequence. A short text a few hours after sending the quote, asking the customer to confirm they've received your quote. Then, progressive email and text follow-ups at 3, 7, and 14 days, ending with a final reminder on day 21, perhaps letting the client know that their quoted price will expire soon, prompting them to make a decision. You might also want to follow up with phone calls throughout this process as well, which can be managed using queues. All this gives you a better chance of converting your quotes and bringing in new work automatically. However, if all quote follow-ups have been sent and the customer hasn't accepted or replied, we recommend you mark the job as unsuccessful. Updating stale quotes to unsuccessful is crucial for ensuring viable leads don't get lost in a sea of old quotes. To help with this, we're introducing an option to automatically mark your quotes as unsuccessful at the end of your follow-up workflow. Now, if you're reluctant to have quotes automatically update to unsuccessful, rest assured, this automation has built-in safeguards. First, ServiceM8 won't mark a quote as unsuccessful if there is an outstanding reply from the customer. And second, if the customer replies after the job's made unsuccessful, ServiceM8 will automatically convert the job status back to a quote and show the customer reply in your action required list. While we're on the action required list, we've added some guidance on why jobs appear in this special list, along with other built-in lists. The action required list automatically surfaces jobs that need your attention or action in one place. If there are outstanding customer replies, either reply to the customer or dismiss it if it doesn't require your attention. If a job's waiting on something before it can be scheduled, send it to a queue. Schedule jobs that need to be scheduled or rescheduled, complete jobs that are done, and unsuccessful jobs that are not going ahead. Clear this list every day and you'll keep jobs moving forward efficiently, provide better service, and stay in control. Anyway, let's continue with automation. Some customers really drag their feet when it comes to paying their invoice, and you shouldn't have to spend time keeping track and chasing them to pay. So we're also improving the payment follow-up automation to save you more time on slow payers. Similar to the quotes, you can now send up to 5 payment follow-ups to clients with an outstanding invoice via email, SMS, or both. And to help you get paid sooner, you can also now set a follow-up to send before the invoice's due date. This means you can send a friendly reminder first, prompting customers to pay before the invoice is due, rather than having to wait until after it's overdue. We're also introducing some improvements to make these automations more effective. First, we're introducing a new recipient merge field for your templates. Till now, messages would automatically insert the name of either the job contact or the billing contact, which sometimes resulted in the message addressing the wrong person. The new recipient merge field ensures messages always address the person that the email or SMS is being sent to. Secondly, we've simplified how these automations work when it comes to which specific contacts on the job will be sent the follow-up messages. Currently, the follow-ups are sent to either the job contact or the billing contact, which may not always be the right recipient in the context of the job. Now, automated follow-up messages will send to the person you sent the quote or invoice to. So, if you send the invoice to the billing contact, all follow-ups will go to them. Similarly, if you sent the quote to the property manager, all the quote follow-ups will go to the property manager. But let's say you send a quote to the property manager, the billing contact, and the job contact. Well, that's the third improvement. Now, automatic follow-ups will send to every contact you send the initial quote or invoice to. So in this scenario, all 3 contacts in the job will receive all follow-ups. All these improvements make the automation add-on better than ever, helping your business win work and get paid sooner. Next, we have something pretty amazing to share with you. Communication in your business is vital, and streamlining communication with clients is a huge part of what ServiceM8 does. Much of this communication happens by email and SMS. But for many of us, writing a clear, professional email with no spelling or grammar mistakes can be very time-consuming. We always thought that beyond email and SMS templates, we couldn't really help to speed up this task much more. So when our research team demoed what you're about to see, we were excited and blown away. Introducing ServiceM8's Smart Writing Helper. Let's say you drafted an email to a customer explaining a delay in materials. As you can see, we have some spelling and punctuation issues, incorrect grammar, and more. We just click Smart Writing Helper and select Improve Writing. And in seconds, ServiceM8 completely rewrites your email with all issues corrected, while still sounding like you. Or, for example, you wrote this SMS, but sometimes you get your yours and yours mixed up. Just tap Improve Writing and it fixes all issues, ensuring your message is articulate and error-free. Now, I hyped up this section a lot, so while Improve Writing is going to make a big impact for a lot of you, we didn't stop there. Let's say you now need to write an email to a customer who's complained about a mess being left on site. We simply type a subject. We add a note or two about the specific details we want to cover. First, a point where we want to apologize and something about our standards, and then find out if we can come back and solve the issue tomorrow. Then we press auto write, and ServiceM8 just writes out an email with a sincere apology, assurance about our standards, and a polite inquiry as to when we can come back to make it right. That's pretty incredible. Okay, what if you're trying to get an invoice paid and you want to send an email requesting payment? So we add a subject with the job number and outstanding invoice. And we click auto write. And ServiceM8 writes a professional, persuasive email. You can see it's even referenced the work that you did for the customer as it has access to the job information. ServiceM8 will also try to write in your style and tone. You can work with it too. So say you realized after generating that you wanted to cover more points. We just click undo and add extra details as dot points. So add a 7-day deadline and that you'll be passing this off to debt collectors if it's not paid by then, And for a final touch, make it sound lawyery. We click Auto Write again, and it writes a new version incorporating the extra guidance you've entered. If it's a bit long, you can click here to make it shorter. We're so excited to see how Auto Write helps you slash the time you need to spend writing clear, professional messages to your customers. Now, you're probably thinking, that's great, but I still need to write a subject line and do some dot points. Surely it can do more than that. Well, it can. Introducing reply suggestions. Click on an email that you need to reply to, and ServiceM8 now offers suggestions of what to reply with. Here, the customer has said that they need to cancel their booking due to a family emergency. ServiceM8 analyzes the message and the job and offers 3 reply options: reschedule job confirmation, emergency cancellation acknowledgement, and offer for future booking. We select an option and ServiceM8 writes an email based on that selection. Even adding a line sympathizing with the customer for their emergency. And the same assistance is available for SMS. Here we have a customer asking how they can pay the invoice, so ServiceM8 offers some options to draft a reply, and when you click, it writes an SMS length reply based on that. Even if it's not exactly what you wanted to write, it's much quicker to edit something than it is to write it from scratch. We're also bringing this assistance to email and SMS templates, helping you craft gold standard versions of messages you use every day. Say we wanted to write an email template asking for a review. We click Generate and describe what we want. Then click Generate again, and it writes it out for you. It knows to set the dynamic parts of the template with merge fields, making sure messages autofill with client and job details correctly. You can then make changes directly to the template, or you can click Generate again, modify the info you provided, and regenerate. In addition to generating templates, you can also get help rewording them. Say you banged out this bad boy and didn't care much for punctuation or the good words. We click Reword to make it better while keeping the content the same. You can also use these tools when you're writing templates for your automations. So it's worth going through your quote follow-ups, invoice follow-ups, booking confirmations, reminders, and so on to see if they can be improved. The next task that can chew up a lot of time is writing descriptions of work completed on jobs. Whether you're writing it from scratch or trying to translate what's in the job diary into presentable words for the client, this is a massive time sink for many of you. So we've made the Smart Writing Helper available here too. Say you have some rough notes written by the tech. You can just click Improve Writing and ServiceM8 will tidy it up in seconds. But what if it's blank? What if you've got nothing to start with but a bunch of job notes? Well, without writing a single word, you can just click Auto Write, and ServiceM8 will write a concise, professional summary. It does this by reviewing the job notes, the job description, phone calls, job materials, and even video transcripts to provide an accurate description of what you did for the customer. It's ridiculous. There are some limitations though. It can only work with what you put in. So if you don't add much details to your job cards, it's not going to be able to do a great job. But if your techs make a habit of adding notes, recording short but detailed videos of what was done on site, ServiceM8's going to be able to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. We've worked hard to make ServiceM8 a great writing assistant straight out of the gate, but you can learn how to get even more value out of it. With Auto Write, for example, you can give it instructions to improve the outcome. Just dot point what you're after, just like you might instruct an assistant, and click Auto Write. A workflow like this could give you a 10-fold speed increase in smashing through your writing tasks. Quoting and invoicing takes up a lot of time and often gets put off. Unless it's a standard job you have a template for, it's going to take knowledge, time, and focus to pull the quote or invoice together. And it's a constant cycle. We're always looking to make this part of your business easier. Get your quotes and invoices out as fast as possible. Today, we have another leap forward, a dream we've had for ServiceM8 and our customers since we started. Introducing automatic quoting and invoicing. I know what you're thinking. Bullshit. We know. It really does sound too good to be true, but it is actually really impressive. Let's jump right in so you can see it in action. Here is a quote we're doing for a new air conditioning system. The job description explains what the customer requested. We visited the site, added some notes, and recorded a video of what we're actually going to do. We click Auto Quote. ServiceM8 analyzes the job data, looking at the job description, picking up details from the video transcript and notes, and even looking at your previous jobs, before writing you a quote description and suggesting items. ServiceM8 also provides an explanation of how it came to its suggestions. We then click Apply, and it's done. From there, you can make adjustments if you need to. I don't know how to emphasize anymore how ridiculous that is, but it's ridiculous and I can barely believe that it's possible. So let's try an invoice. So here, we've replaced 3 fans and installed 4 LED lights. We click Auto Invoice, and again, ServiceM8 analyzes the job. For invoices, it doesn't just look at your job description, notes, and work completed, but also any supplier invoices you've added and the time you've recorded on site, before drafting us the work completed description and then suggesting labor and materials. Again, ridiculous. Like the smart writing helper, it can only work with what you put in. You should think of auto quote and invoice like an office assistant who only knows what you add to the job card. If you spend 8 hours on the job but don't track your time, ServiceM8 doesn't know to charge for those 8 hours. But if you add good notes or videos, track your time, and send supplier invoices to ServiceM8, it can do the bulk of the work. Imagine how much you could get through and the time you could save with ServiceM8 drafting all your quotes and invoices ready in seconds for you to just check and then send. Now, we've covered quoting quite a bit already, but we have one more exciting update to share with one of the biggest changes to the ServiceM8 quoting experience in our history. Giving customers a quote is a crucial first step for many jobs, but it's time consuming. There can be a lot of back and forth with the client, helping them understand what they're looking at and what their options are. We wanted to take your quotes to the next level, help you win work easier and faster. Introducing proposals. Let's begin by checking out how a proposal appears to your customer. It's a completely online, fresh experience, like a custom web page you built just for them. Proposals are similar to normal quotes, but they make it easy to visually, clearly, and professionally present the work you're going to do for a client. You can add multiple text sections. You can add photos and files directly to the proposal, as well as standard material sections with fixed items. And you can make your proposals flexible and let your customers choose between different options, offering different qualities of items, scopes of service, or simply different colors or styles. You can also have optional sections with add-on items or extra services. Add as many flexible sections as you need to give the customer choice. Each section has a subtotal so the customer can easily get a cost breakdown. Once they've made their selections and want to go ahead, they can accept, which then shows the proposal as accepted. A proposal doesn't have to be this detailed or complicated either. You could use it just to add optional services like this, or to add some photos or a PDF of an item, or make use of sections to break up the proposal into different stages or areas. Offering your customers this kind of experience and flexibility does a lot of things. It's easier for them to understand, which makes it easier and faster for them to make a decision on their own. It gives them choice, allowing them to steer the buying decision to suit their budget and preference. And it gives you the opportunity to deliver more value and increase the job's profit by letting the customer select optional extras. So how do you make a proposal? You create them in the online dashboard with a job action. You can choose to start from a previous proposal or from a blank template. So if you've done a similar proposal before, pick that, make any changes you need, and you can be done within minutes. But let's look at a blank template, which starts with a text section and a materials section. We wanted to make creating proposals intuitive and simple, so we're introducing a whole new interface to see proposals the way your customer will see it as you build it. First, we give the proposal a title. To add text, you can just click and type. So we'll add a title and text to this section. Instead of manually writing the text here, you can use the Smart Writing helper by clicking Auto Write. To add a material or service, click here and find them in the same way you normally would. If we want, we can also name this material section by clicking here. To add text, material, or gallery sections, you click this plus icon. So we'll add another text section and then a gallery section to add a photo we took of the client's property. Then we'll add another material section. When we do this, a subtotal is automatically added to each material section. If you want a section to offer a client a choice between multiple line items or present the items as optional extras, you can set that on the right side here. So we'll quickly add a multi-choice section here, then some optional services. You can rearrange the sections by dragging and dropping in any order you want. Now, if you're creating a proposal for a big job, you might have more than one person working on it. So we're introducing live collaboration. This means multiple team members can have the proposal open and make changes at once. Let's get some help adding the final few sections to this proposal. As they are making the edits, you can see it all happening live, allowing you all to work together and get the proposal done fast. Every change you make is automatically saved, so there's no need for a save button. You can open, edit, and close without worrying about losing any work. Make a mistake, simply hit Ctrl-Z to undo it. Even if you accidentally remove an entire section, you can restore it. When it's ready to go, you can send the proposal via email or SMS right here. Or you can attach it to an email as a smart attachment, which will come through to their customer with a button to view their proposal online. Once a customer accepts, the materials in the proposal, including the options they selected, are transferred to the Quotes and Invoicing tab in the job card, ready to be invoiced. But what if the customer accepts and then wants to make changes? Well, you can just resend the proposal for approval. Simply revert the job back to a quote, update it, and send it again. We're really excited to see how you use proposals to streamline and elevate the quoting process for you and your customers. The last thing on proposals is pricing and availability. From today, this powerful add-on will be available on the growing plan and above. But if you're already with us, we're making the proposal add-on free and available to everyone. So all current customers on all plans can activate proposals in the add-on store at no extra cost. Okay, that is a wrap on today's launch. Let's run through a quick recap of what we've released. We improved features you use and depend on most, like major upgrades to the ServiceM8 inbox, with a major update to match in the ServiceM8 app, the ability to copy bundles, improvements to ServiceM8 phone with cell network fallback, improved call summaries and transcription, and automatic extraction of key details, the ability to pass on card payment processing fees, and the automatic sync of changes to an approved invoice to your accounting package. We launched some great improvements to the ServiceM8 app, like support for live activities with the ability to see your job time at a glance, support for multiple checklists and job cards, better servicing of helpful knowledge articles, upgrades to the ServiceM8 camera, automatic transcription of videos, PDF fill-in to easily fill, sign, and draw in PDFs, and of course, some great upgrades to RoomScan, with new markup tools to add symbols and measure, and the ability to generate a floor plan. We released improvements to automate more, such as automatic follow-up questions in simple online inquiry pages, refinements to work order scanning, smarter booking suggestions, smarter material suggestions, improvements to supplier invoice importing, and huge updates to quote and payment follow-up automations, with more customization and up to 5 follow-up messages to help you win quotes and get paid sooner. We then launched some incredible tools to elevate your productivity, like the Smart Writing Helper to polish up your customer messaging, and Auto Write, saving you the time of writing emails, texts, and description of work completed. email and SMS reply suggestions, and email and SMS template helper. Then we dialed it up again, introducing automatic quoting and invoicing, increasing your capacity to get quotes and invoices out with ServiceM8 drafting a description and list of billable items to add in one click. And of course, the launch of an all-new quoting solution in proposals, elevating your quotes to give your clients a great experience, more choice, making it easier and faster for them to make a decision. All right, from everyone here at ServiceM8, thank you so much for joining us. What? Of course. We still have one more thing. Next, we have something that is more or less the namesake of ServiceM8. What if you had an assistant that was always available to help make you more efficient? That you could ask for job info or get them to do things for you? Like an apprentice, but good. Nah, they're all right. Introducing a mate who's at your service. A ServiceM8. Let's check it out. Say you're on your way to your next job and you want info on it. Rather than stopping and reading through the job details, you can just talk to ServiceM8. You start by saying, Siri, start ServiceM8 chat, which opens up a voice chat interface with ServiceM8. Then you can just ask whatever you wanted to know. Tell me about this job.
This job is for Supreme Real Estate at 67 Flemington Road, North Melbourne. The task is to replace smoke alarms and investigate a circuit tripping issue. There's also a problem with the LED downlights in the kitchen. So far, 2 LED downlights and 2 smoke alarms have been added to the job. The job is currently in the work order stage, and you've got to pick up the keys. No work has been completed yet.
What materials do I need?
For this job, you'll need 2 downlight LED 14W tricolor, 2 photoelectric 230-volt smoke alarms with 10-year lithium batteries. Make sure you've got these on hand.
Has the customer asked for anything I should know about?
The property manager, Ryan Croft, asked for a call regarding a possible fault that keeps tripping one of the circuits. No other specific requests from the customer have been noted. Keep this in mind while you're on the job, mate.
Call the property manager.
Thinking.
ServiceM8 can also help you action jobs on checkout. You just tell it you want to check out a job, and ServiceM8 will guide you through the checkout process.
Sure thing, mate. Before I check you out, can you tell me if the job is complete? And do you have any outcome notes to add?
The job is done, all work was completed. I spoke with the property manager about a circuit which kept tripping, investigated and diagnosed a faulty socket in a laundry, which I replaced. So we'll need to add a classic Clipsal 10 amp double power point to the invoice.
The job has been marked as complete, and a note has been added to the job. Anything else I can assist you with, mate?
Yes, please add another note tagging Michael saying ready for review and invoicing.
All right, I've added a note saying, Michael, job is ready for invoicing and review. What's next on the agenda, mate?
Please send an email to the property manager using the rental property job complete template.
I've sent that email to the property manager. Anything else I can assist with today?
No thanks, end chat. And that's it. It's literally like you have an assistant in the car with you, capable of actioning tasks, analyzing a huge amount of information, and giving you answers in seconds. There are many things it can't do yet, but we see huge potential for ServiceM8 chat, especially when driving. The ability to interact with ServiceM8 using only your voice can help make the most of your time, provide insights, elevate your productivity, and make ServiceM8 more than ever your service mate. Okay, that really is a wrap. We're really excited to see how today's changes help take your productivity, efficiency, and service to the next level. ServiceM8 12 will be available on the App Store shortly today, and we'll share links in our socials on how you can activate the new features in the online dashboard as well. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for using ServiceM8. We hope we're helping you succeed and enjoy your business. Thanks, guys. See you later.